Hello, it is Dr. Askkrystalracquel, and I am back again with a video for today. I hope you all are doing amazingly. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also send me an email at askkrystalracquel@gmail.com if you have any questions that you would love to see me answer on a YouTube video. So I am back for a video for you all today. This topic is going to be specific to what you should do as a young lady if you are hoping for marriage and you're in a situation, you're in a relationship where you have been intimate with someone, your boyfriend, and you now are wanting to dedicate your life fully to the Lord and you're not sure what to do. You want to abstain from continuing in fornication, and you would like to be married, and you love the man that you're with. So this is what I'm going to tell you. You may not want to hear it, but this is the truth. And I'm going to go and I'm going to explain everything from the perspective of you wanting to be married, but also from the perspective of the man. So if you're in that situation and you would like to be married and you've been with that person, it could be a short period of time, it could be a long period of time. If you are now going to give your life to God and focus on Christianity, you might have been a Christian already, but you're really going to be focused and you've repented. You want to put God first. You can certainly propose this idea to the man that you're with and say, you've given your life to God and you are no longer going to participate in fornication. You can say that, but if that person is not interested, you're going to have to accept that. And if you stay in that situation, knowing that that person is not willing to do what you're doing, or if you stay in that situation and now you're not able to uphold your promise to God about staying out of fornication, you're going to have to end that relationship. And I know it's not what you want to hear, but it is the truth. First of all, if you got into that situation, that's what you were doing, the person doesn't want to stop, and it almost comes off like you are playing games. And they do have a right, based on how the relationship started, to be like, hey, no, I think you're playing games. You are doing this because now you want to get married. You just are trying to stop this thinking that I'm going to marry you and I think you're playing games. And you might be saying, well, I really want it to work. I really want to be in this relationship. But unfortunately, you have to acknowledge that you enter the relationship in the wrong way. So now what you have to do is you have to decide, hey, I did this mistake and this is a consequence of the mistake. If you decide to stay in a relationship, you're going to end up wasting your time. Unless, of course, the man is serious with you and he's like, you know what, I'm a Christian too. I want to move forward and do the right thing as well. And even so, even if he says that and he's still like trying to get you to participate in fornication, you do still have to leave. So unfortunately, that is a consequence of your sin. And you may say, well, why would I leave this man? I love him. I want to be in a relationship still. I'm telling you that you are going to be much better off leaving the situation. Yeah, you may think you're not going to find someone else, but that is not the case. The Lord has the perfect person for you. And if you go about life and you do things the right way, God is going to bless you tremendously. Because once again, what I'm saying is it definitely comes off like you're trying to play games with the man. And because it comes off like that, it's kind of like, okay, as a lady, you're supposed to wait for marriage. And because you did not, now the man has complete control of the situation. He has no urgency to marry you. So you would be much better off to end the situation, take a little bit of time, a little break from dating and heal, make sure you're focused on God, and then try to find the right person for you, because it's most likely going to take actually much longer for you to get married by staying with that person than it would for you to just move on and do things the right way. So remember those things, ladies. I know it's hard. You may think that you love them, but remember, you most likely just feel such love for them because you've been intimate with them. Keep those things in mind. God has the right person for you. Please take heed to what I'm saying, especially, well, in general if you're a lady, but also please take care, especially if you are at the age range. Remember, men don't have a timeline like ladies do, and you don't want to get into a point where you're going to continue to have your time wasted. And you certainly want to listen to what I'm saying, because what may end up happening is if it doesn't work out, then you're going to be blaming the man, saying it's his fault, he knew he didn't want to get married and all these things, instead of recognizing that you had some fault in the situation because you didn't do things God's way. So to prevent all of that, simply you can speak to the man and tell him what you would like to do. You want to put God first. You can talk to him about that. However, if he says no, it's time for you to move on 100%, right? And I'm not saying what he's saying is good because it's fornication, but I'm saying he's not completely wrong for saying, hey, it seems like you're trying to play games and trying to get me to marry you. And yes, if he says he's not willing, you need to end things. Put God first. And even if he is willing, you need to watch, right? Because if he's just saying he's willing, but then he's still trying to get you to participate in fornication, you still need to end the relationship. You know, you're going to get into a cycle. You're going to feel bad. Things aren't going to go the way that you want. And you would be much better off ending things, like I said, healing, and then pursuing your relationship with God, and then meeting someone else, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to actually end up finding the right person for you. Because, ladies, when you are participating in fornication, I mentioned this in another video, the man loses respect for you. And we need to stop trying to view situations from the lady's perspective, because a man and a woman are completely different. Meaning the man is the pursuer, he's the one that finds his wife. And if you are giving him things that he should only have, if he marries you, he's going to lose the respect for you, because you're giving your body, and he's expecting that regardless of what he says. He's expecting that from his wife. So please don't go around saying after years have passed that, hey, you know, he wasted my time. Because in reality, you wasted your own time because you didn't start things out correctly. And of course, yes, situations can be redeemed and all those things. Both people can repent and move forward together. However, this is just based on the best case scenario. And remember, like I said, it's based on the best case scenario. So what you're going to want to do is just move on. So go ahead and move on, move forward, find the best person for your life. And sometimes as you're learning, as you're growing, there may be some things that come along the way that are going to not feel good, but it's okay. Trust in the Lord, move forward, do what he wants for your life, not what you want to do. And you're going to see a change. You may be thinking, well, no, this is the person for me. I want to be with them. I don't care. Okay, well, there's a possibility that you may end up in a situation to where you're with somebody for years and years and years, and you don't have a ring, you don't have a marriage certificate. And if you're okay with that, go ahead. But when you trust in the Lord, when you give your life fully to God, just know that he has the best plan for your life. And being in a relationship with somebody for years and years without getting married is not his will for your life. He wants you to go into a situation where you're able to have a good person for your life, a good spouse. And what you're going to have to do sometimes is give up some things to choose the Lord. If you end up staying in that situation where that person is continuing to try to get you to participate in fornication, it's not going to work out for you in the end. You want a marriage that's based on a good foundation, not a bad one. So trust in the Lord, build your life and your relationship on a firm foundation with respect, love, peace, joy. And God is going to make an amazing way for you. Trust in the Lord, trust in the Lord, trust in the Lord. And to just end this video, a lot of times it is really going to be easier to just walk away. Have a good day. Bye.